Turner, and today is day 1. What you'll need, for the most part, are bands. We'll be doing some work with small weights for now until I show you how to do it to the gym or incorporate it more into your life. That way, I love the bands. Now you can hook these onto a doorknob. I have a little thing that just holds it into the door, and you're going to want to loop it. Biggest difference between a movement lesson and most exercise programs is isolated muscles. That's something you're not going to do with me. So isolated muscles mean that if I'm here, I isolate, let's say, this area, and I work like that. If you notice something, none of this is moving. We want to move. So what I bring into, very similar, you're still going to work, let's say, these set of muscles. If you know them, you don't know them, that's fine. Biceps, triceps, all of that. But what I do is I bring in my rotation. So see how I work, and then maybe my whole arm. So see, now I'm working on my gait. This is putting dishes away. This is getting in and out of the car. You're working on your hand-foot timing, real easy. See, just a light. Now this is the lowest level. You can go up higher, but with me, I want you to learn the movement. I want you to learn how to move. That's the whole thing. Why are you in pain? Because that's the only way you know how to move, is with pain. See how I'm working my whole back? Now it's not so much a stretch. It looks like I'm stretching, but I'm stepping into my hand. I'm going from my foot, back here on my foot, into my hand. Reverse it out. Again, real easy. We're just learning movement. And I'm just taking a step. If you want the tension off, you move back. It's elastic. You want a little bit of tension, but I'm not sitting there using all my might to bring it out. I'm just right now. Again, I can start countering. I don't have to step. Look at how I'm transferring my weight. I can go high with that. But next step, here. See, you don't have to even change position. So now I'm here. What I like about the bands, look at this here. If I just do it quickly, see if I take a step. Now, yes, I look like I'm synchronized, but I'm not getting any resistance. I'm not using my body weight. I'm not using my own movement to make a new movement. In other words, I'm not opposing my two forces, as ideally I'd like to. So it's light elastic. And two, what's nice about this is if you do have issues with balance, now you can have a chair next to you, whatever. Again, I don't want you to feel unsafe, but honestly, this helps you keep more stable. So now I'm just here, it's looped around me against the door. So now same thing here. You know, I want to stand up tall. I'm not looking for this. And when you do slouch too, you'll find you step, push. Just think of it as like you're dancing. Just going in and out. Try right now for now, do left, left, and then right, right. So in other words, left hand, left foot. And get this down. Right, right. And then we can switch off. And left. See how I'm using my whole entire body, my whole system. Optimal movement, if you watch kids play, they're using their entire bodies. This is why I'm working on balance and counterbalance. Now again, if you want to now isolate a bit more, keeping the right foot stable, stepping out. So it's like you're stopping a car in a sense. This might be hard for you. You realize that your leg can't rotate. So if that's the case, you're going to get something like this before you can get this. Notice how my right hand goes back as my right hand comes back out. The better you can move, the better you can do other things. So see again, I'm doing right, right, and then left, left. If you like that type of exercise, count out 10, count out 15. I'm looking for quality. I want you to enjoy reaching for something. Again, if you didn't have the bands here, you might worry about your balance more. Not looking for that kind of a contraction for safety. And now you can alternate. Step back. Yeah, this is where a little bit of that dancing comes in. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to be showing you how to do the basic level. And then after I've done the 30 days, again, this is a trial, you and me, putting this all together. I want a program for adults. I want a program that, again, you're working on your movement and your function. Same. This, again, is getting in and out of the car, in and out of the booth. Because you're pushing off with the right foot, coming out. But I want you to come back and tell me that your back doesn't hurt anymore. I want you to come back and tell me that you can move so much better, that you're standing up, quote, straighter, keeping your head, your vision, all of that. Look at all two what I'm doing. Now I'm talking to the camera. You want to add complexity to it? That's where you add the eyes. What happens to people with Alzheimer's? The eyes aren't working. This is a whole thing. This is for your new body, right? So again, I'm talking to the camera, so now if you weren't here, see, straight on, off to the left. Eye-hand-foot coordination, you wouldn't even know it. Left, left. See again, off to the right, looking. And now I can alternate here and here. Working the entire room. Scoliosis should improve, basic aches and pains should be improving. That's what I'm looking for. I want you to feel better about what you do, something that you can just do right before you get dressed in the morning. Yes, I know I'm not working out of sweat, we'll get there. I want you to learn how to move better first. Again, if you want this tighter now too, wrap it maybe once or twice around the hand, and then start adding a bit more resistance. That's what I like about the bands. It's that quick, changing it up. Now if you notice now, if I was just doing isolated, look at my range of motion. Look at what I'm getting out of this. Have your pedometers on. Start doing your steps with this. And again, go back to this. Maybe I can step out a bit more and do more resistance. Look what that's doing. When you get good, see now what I'm doing? Right foot out, left hand. So now I'm starting to counter. This is actually going to be a little difficult for some of you because you have to actually think about what you're doing. And that's what happens with age. If you actually have to think about what you're doing, you don't do it as well. You shouldn't have to think about how to open up a tube of toothpaste. But that's what happens when you've had a stroke. That's what happens when you start having these things that create a little bit of havoc on the system. And again, then you can start alternating. So give your bands a play. This is day one. This is what we're starting to work with. We're learning how to move so we can do all sorts of other things. That's Michelle from Movement Lesson. I hope you join me tomorrow. We'll start increasing it, getting more to, again, another system. Remember, learn how to do the movement well first. Then we can start making it more complex. See you tomorrow. Keep moving.
The Newborn Movement Assessment Guide is available at Amazon.com and at the newbornmovementassessment.com website.
By joining this exciting community, you will learn how to help infants from the moment that they enter the world and change the lives of countless children and families. Out of necessity to help a globally delayed child, Michelle Turner, Movement Integration Specialist, created Movement Lesson to benefit children throughout the world.